Hey guys, dearyoongi here, and welcome back to my channel. We are very quickly approaching my favourite time of the year. Yes, I'm probably going to sound so basic, but I absolutely adore Christmas. So I've been trying to find fun ways to incorporate Christmas into my videos, when my brain made me think this thought, and now we're gonna do it. Christmas gifts I would give to different K-pop groups. Anyone who knows me in real life knows that I am obsessed with gifting things to people and finding them the ideal gift. So I thought this would be the perfect video for me to do. There won't necessarily be any rules for these gifts, except the idea that I won't be adding any actual monetary values to them. This video is honestly entirely just for fun. It's not that deep. I don't want anybody to think this is serious and I'm giving better value presents to some groups rather than others. Honestly, that thought's not even crossed my mind, and I'm not even considering quote-unquote value. We're just more looking down the fun or sentimental gift route here, just to, I don't know, spread some joy. I'll try and get through as many groups as I can, so let's get started. First up, Aespa. I would get the Aespa members matching phone cases, with each member's phone case representing their AI characters, but like, in a cute way. I don't know, I feel as fans we're always asking for a little more content that includes their characters, and sometimes the way SM tries to do it isn't always the best, and it feels a little bit forced. But with these phone cases, it would kind of be like a nice little extra touch in a more private way to represent their AI characters without throwing it in a music video randomly or something, but it's for them more personally. I'm not a good designer or anything, or else I've drawn up some examples, but it'd be so cute for each member to have an Aespa phone case with their character on it, but in their own style and to match their own personal aesthetic. I think it would make the AI characters feel a bit more like their character that belongs to them rather than some random design. So then they have something that kind of ties them to their character more in a way they'll enjoy. NCT. I think it would be really cute to get each member a varsity style jacket, kind of like they're in a university sort of thing, but with their names on the back, and also badges stitched on somewhere to represent each of the different units they're in. So there could be one that represents Dream, one that represents U, and then 127, you know, that sort of thing. I don't know, does this make sense to you guys? In my head it's really cute. It's not like a uniform, but it's some sort of symbol of the group that also represents them, the units they're in, and them as individuals. I don't know, like I'm thinking of like how dance troupes all have like those matching jackets, something like that, but more specific to just NCT. Blackpink. Okay, let's face it, there is absolutely nothing I could get these girls that would even compare to some of the things that brands gift them, but I would personally get the group some satin pajamas personalised with their names stitched on. I don't know why, but when I was considering what to get Blackpink, I started to think about how they always wear the Blackpink t-shirts and merch at the end of their concerts, so I thought perhaps they may also enjoy having something to represent them as a group while they're at home. So this is the first thing that popped into my mind. Satin PJs to me not just scream comfort, but also like elegance and class, and like they're so pretty. I think they'd look really cute. Oh, maybe we could get them some matching like fuzzy slippers too, just for extra comfort. Why not? I'm thinking like super cute like sleepover vibes, you know? Shinee. I have a very specific idea in mind for Shinee that I don't know if I'll be able to explain well, but I'll try. But I would love to get them some sort of diamond-shaped decanter, one of those like fancy bottles you put alcohol in. The same sort of diamond shape as in their light stick. I'll try and find an example of something similar if I can, if they even exist. I'm not clued up with drinks or liquids really, but I want whatever the liquid is inside to be the exact same sort of turquoise/teal as their light stick. It may not necessarily even be alcohol, because the point is this liquid is not necessarily for consumption, it's a display item. And then I would have 5 like diamond shaped glasses all around the decanter to represent the members. I'm hoping you can sort of like picture the idea I have in mind here. I think it's something that would look really nice on display. Hopefully you'll be able to see how pretty and sentimental this would be as a gift to represent the full group. BTS. This one is very similar to what I said for Blackpink in the sense that there is absolutely nothing I could gift BTS that they couldn't get, but I do still have a bit of an idea for them. I would love to get them each one of those like scratch off posters or globes where you scratch off all the countries and cities you have been to once you visited them. As a group and individuals, BTS have travelled a large portion of the world, but it is sometimes difficult to picture to what extent. They can compare theirs and have a look if there's any gaps and see what sort of bucket list places they would love to visit, and then could put little pins on, because even though they're the biggest boy group in the world, that doesn't necessarily mean they have completed their personal travel bucket lists. Maybe some of them would love to venture to different places they haven't yet. So by having these maps, they'd be able to see what places they have been to or what places they would like to. Twice. This one may sound specific again, but hey, it's what I do best. I kind of had this idea to get each member of Twice a charm bracelet with 10 charms. One charm of their own choice to represent each member, and then another charm they all choose together to represent their fandom once. I think 10 charms is probably a really nice number to get on a bracelet so they all fit on, and then they can have symbols of each other and their fans with them all the time. Friendship charm bracelets are such a pretty take on like a friendship necklace or bracelet because it's so much more personal. The group have been a team for so long now too, and it's so clear to see their bond, so it'd be really nice for them to have something that represents that. I-DLE. I would get I-DLE some pretty wall art or canvases, perhaps for their dorm or wherever they spend the most time. I'm not sure if any of them still live together, so perhaps this could go in their studio or practice room if Cube would ever let them, just somewhere where they spend a lot of time. I-DLE this year have made such an impact by releasing music which has strong connotations to feminism and setting a great example for the next generation. That's a lot of pressure, so I would love to get them some sort of art which represents their message. It's a nice sort of reminder of what they're doing, what they stand for, and why they're doing it. If they ever need motivation or if they're ever doubting themselves and how they'll get reactions, then they can always look up at that. I've even seen that you can get really beautiful canvas artwork of Marilyn Monroe and her famous quotes, etc. And there were a lot of links to Marilyn Monroe in their recent comeback Nude. 17. I feel like there's so many different ideas I could explore for each member of 17 and their different personalities, but for this video I wanted to focus on ideas what would work for a whole group. So with that in mind, I would get the members of 17 personalised ring boxes, perhaps in like a nice faux leather or a velvet in their favourite colours and with their birth flower and maybe initials on them. Have you noticed yet, by the way, how much I adore personalising gifts? I know, I can't help it. But for those who don't know, the 13 members of 17 all have matching rings they wear on their pinky fingers and have done since the very beginning. And I know the point is that they never take them off, but they do travel a lot. So if they do ever have to take their rings off for whatever reason, then now they have a cute place to put them. Or maybe they could store other cute little trinkets, other jewellery they wear in there, etc. ATEEZ. I think it would be really cute to get ATEEZ personalised pocket compass keepsakes. Because of their debut Pirate King, I don't know why, but I've kind of always associated compasses with ATEEZ ever since. I hope I'm not the only one. I don't think I am. It's kind of like a signature staple that reminds me of them now. You can get like really cute engraved compasses in like a nice case. Kind of like a pocket watch, but for people who were like in their 20s. You can get them engraved with whatever you want them to say. And they've got these really stunning compasses inside. And I think because this is now like a symbol of ATEEZ, it would be a really nice thing for them to have. And again, it's like a different take on a friendship necklace or something, because it's not literally like, you know, something that says best friends forever. It's just something that kind of has the same link for them all. Stray Kids. Okay, I have 2 gift ideas for Stray Kids, and you're probably going to judge me for one, which is why I came up with another. The very first gift idea that sprung to mind was getting them all different superhero socks. I don't want anybody claiming socks are a bad gift in the comments. I am such a fan of being gifted socks. I mean, I'm grateful for anything I ever get gifted, but hey, I never have to buy my own socks because I get them for Christmas. It's a nice essential I always need. But anyways, different socks for each member with their fave superheroes on or fave characters, whatever. Judge me all you like, but I think they'd find it cute too, and you know it. Besides that, I would also get them this unsolved mystery case thing I've seen online. So you can get real life like unsolved crime case files where you order them and they come with all the evidence and you try to see if you could solve them. This kind of reminded me of their concept for their Case 143 comeback being like investigator themed. So I think they'd all really enjoy sitting around a table trying to figure out this sort of thing together. I don't know, I could just imagine them having like a movie and snacks night or whatever and trying to get to the bottom of this case file. It would probably erupt into all sorts of craziness. Sserafim. Okay, some of you are going to think I'm so mean for this one, but I promise my intentions are good. I would get Sserafim some sort of adrenaline rush experience. I think it would be a really fun challenge to play on their whole concept thus far being centered around the idea of being fearless or not fragile. Their name is literally an anagram of the words I'm fearless. I'm not suggesting they do anything too crazy, of course. I would never want the members to be in danger or do something that terrifies them, but it could be something as small as like rock climbing, fast go-karting, or I don't know, like a haunted house, or maybe even bungee jumping if we're going that far. Just something fun they could do together to test their fear scale and perhaps make a fun little vlog along the way too. I think great gifts are also ones that can be memories. TXT. Speaking of gifts that can be memories, for TXT, I would try to find a concert all 5 members would enjoy attending, and I would get them tickets for it. This one's a bit of an open gift in a way because I'm not sure which artist they would all enjoy, if I'm being very honest. Maybe a Moa can tell me in the comments. But I know from what I've seen on social media, they really do enjoy going to events and seeing other artists they love and respect live, meeting them where possible, etc. So I think it would be a really great experience for them to go and see an artist they love together as a group. There's nothing like going to a good concert with your friends friends, it's one of those experiences that you end up treasuring forever, and I'm sure it'd be all the more special if they got to see an artist they loved and looked up to together. TVXQ. I know 4th Jan fans are going to be like, why have you added in this random old man group? But I've done it for my own sake more than anything. I would get them both a really fancy subscription to like a wine company, where every month they get a new selection of wines delivered to their door for them to sample. This is the sort of gift that screams like classy and expensive, and that's the sort of vibes that TVXQ radiate for me now. And I always see Changmin trying different wines on his story on Instagram, so I know he'd like them, and I think hopefully Yoonho would too. Astro. I'm not sure if somebody has already done this for them. I kind of feel like somebody must have by this point. I'm not sure, but now I want to do it as well. I would name a star after Astro. You can do this thing online where you name a star after somebody or a company or whatever, and they get like a formal certificate, and it's just a nice gesture that you know is out there in the universe. And with Astro's name literally meaning star, I thought this would be a really great tribute to them in respect of them as a group, and it could also be a little bit of a gift to the fandom too, which could be dedicated to both of them together. I think that would be cute. Treasure. I think Treasure deserve a long weekend trip. A nice little break for them to just go away as a group. I know every single K-pop group works their ass off, and everybody in this list deserves a holiday, of course. But I think after the tough time and year they've been having, I kind of feel bad for Treasure and how a lot of the time they only seem to make the press when there's drama, and not to celebrate their achievements as a group and how great they are. So I think they really deserve a chance to be rewarded for all their hard work that sometimes may get overlooked. It would be an opportunity for them to bond as a team somewhere that doesn't involve work or music or choreography, and just something they could enjoy as a group of friends, relaxing, because I know they don't get enough opportunities to do that. Weki Meki. Again, I've decided this one for my own sake because I would love to do this. This one requires some explanation, but I would give Weki Meki an upgrade on their Elmo figure, maybe to like an all singing, all dancing and big talking Elmo thing, and also perhaps these matching Elmo onesies that I've seen, because why the hell not? I think it's cute. For context, those wondering what the hell I'm talking about, Weki Meki have this like Elmo in the center of their dance practices as their like center marker to remind them where to go back to the middle. Different groups have different things they use, but Weki Meki have always used this Elmo, and fans just grew to love it. So I think it'd be really cute to play on that and make this their thing. And hey, having like a matching Elmo onesies would make for a great dance practice. While we're at it, why don't we just give them a comeback too, please, for me? Dreamcatcher. I know this is probably going to sound ridiculously obvious, and a lot of people don't really agree with the meaning behind Dreamcatchers or believe in them, but I think I would get the members all their own little Dreamcatchers, perhaps either in their team colours or their own personal favourite colours, something that represents them. I know it sounds like a bit of a cop-out and something really obvious because it is literally their name, but I think it would be really nice for them to have something that represents the name Dreamcatcher, something they can all have their own versions of, which kind of connects them in a way even when they're like at home in their rooms, you know? I think coming from my sentimental little brain, it'd be a really sweet idea, and I think they'd appreciate it. Okay, so I think that is all for today's video. This is getting a lot longer than I planned. I know there are literally hundreds of groups I have not mentioned. At the very least, I would love to give all of them a day off to rest, a nice warm meal, and a hug. They probably need it. In all seriousness, I'm really sorry if I left any of your favourite groups out. I left out some of my own too. But maybe you can let me know in the comments down below what you would give to your faves if I've missed anything, or if you thought of any fun ideas. Thank you so much for watching if you got this far. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you are new here and have not yet subscribed, please hit the subscribe button down below and turn on the notification bell. That'll let you be the first to hear whenever I upload. And as always, my social medias will be on screen. That is my Twitter and my Instagram. I always follow back fellow K-pop stans, so let's be friends. I won't say Merry Christmas quite just yet because I'm hoping to upload between now and then, but Merry Christmas period. And I will see you next time. Bye guys.